excitement of getting this first game for you out there. What you hope to get done. We talked about it the other day. Just what you were hoping to see in that exhibition.
Well, I'm really, really excited. I think I came to the guys' exhibition game the other night, and I just kind of wanted to walk in and kind of see and get that feel again. And just really excited about everything. I think our girls are super excited. They've been working hard, and you know, I saw some great things in our close scrimmage against the University of Louisville, and so I'm actually really excited to see for the community and for everybody else to be able to see how much we've progressed since we got together.
I was going to ask you about that since we last saw you in the last few days. I mean, has there been anything particular that's pleased you that you've seen in practices or the scrimmaging through all of that, things that you've...
I was really impressed with our freshmen. I think that you know, you all will see a lot of them have stepped up. You know, I really have been pleased with Micah Jones. She actually has really stepped up and done a lot of great things, and she's in a position now where she's kind of filling in the point guard position and has done an unbelievable job. So really impressed with her, and Kendall Noble is, I think, starting to come into her own, and so, you know, it's been good. And so I'm excited about that, to see how, you know, we are young. So, you know how that goes. It could be really good one day, and the next day, you know, you have to figure out how to get them as excited as they are every day when they come to practice. That's what I'm looking for them to bring that excitement on the floor game day.
I know with, I guess, 9 active now, it doesn't really matter who starts. You know, you're going to need them all. But I mean, at this point, do you have an idea of first 5 you'll put out there?
I pretty much do. But like you said, it really doesn't matter because the way we play, and everybody's going to play. And maybe here or there one player that I'm kind of going back and forth with. But I think that's the greatest thing about this team, is just the competitiveness every day. And that's a great problem for me to have as a coach, to figure out, you know, who's going to be the starter or who's going to do this. But I think it'll all balance itself out because of the way that we're playing, and just try to make sure that we can get my biggest goal is to get the best 5 on the floor in the beginning, to bring that, you know, that energy and that spark, and then for us to just go from there and start rotating and subbing people in.
Can you just elaborate a little bit on the newcomers that you do have in terms of maybe a few strengths for each of those girls?
Well, as I said with Micah Jones, I'm really excited about her because I think she is one of the toughest kids. She's very hard-nosed, tough, knows the game of basketball, very steady, and has done an incredible job being moved to the point. So I'm really excited about her. I think those are her strengths. Kendall Noble is, she's very, very gifted. She can pass the ball very well. Sees the floor very well, and I am on her constantly, day in and day out, about shooting the ball because she's very gifted in that sense too. But she would rather be a pass-first player. But we're working every day for her to continue to be aggressive, so she can become that offensive threat that we need her to be. Jalen McClain is actually unbelievable for us defensively. She's very fundamentally sound. We're working right now to try to put her offense in the post and face-up game to be able to score and do the things that we know that she can do. So she's very fundamentally sound and knows the game of basketball, and came from a great program, so she knows how to win. Well, Leaja's out, of course. But what Leaja will bring to the team is her ability to get to the basket, and she actually has a really good, nice pull-up jump shot and can do a lot of things that way too. Mariah Sunkett is, I think, going to be one that as the year progresses, she's going to have a chance to be really good. She's just so long and athletic and can run, and is able to score for us in transition, and that's one of her strengths. Trying to really focus and work with her a lot more. The game, it's a little fast for her right now, and we got to continue to keep getting her better and better. Leaving out anybody?
with Micah, I know she wasn't your recruit. Was she one that you had followed much at Louisville or knew much about before you got here? Or?
I have a couple of friends actually in the coaching business that actually a really good friend of mine that Micah played AAU basketball with her daughter. And so I knew of Micah and knew a lot of Micah's strengths, but I think that she's surpassed some of the things that people have, a lot of people consider Micah as a shooter. And she can shoot the basketball, but I didn't know the level of her headiness for the game and her ability to be able to put people in a great position for them to score.
I'll probably do something on Cheney. We talked about her the other day, but if you can just kind of elaborate on her as a leader, kind of that.
Cheney's been incredible. She really has. She's the type of player that'll do anything or everything that I asked her to do. She's been really unbelievable for the underclassmen, for the freshmen, and everybody else. I think the biggest thing that I love about her leadership is that every day she brings it, and the girls know that, and so she has the opportunity to lead the group because not only on the floor but off the floor, she carries herself and she does all the right things, and so I'm super excited to have the opportunity to coach someone like her, and that I actually have her for 2 years, so I'm excited about that.
Being in such a guard-oriented team this year, obviously you guys can get up and down the court, run a lot. Do you set any kind of goals in game, like you want to get a certain number of shots off, or a certain number of steals? I mean, are there little goals like that within each game that you guys are going to try to shoot for this year?
We do. We're going to have a lot of those individual team goals, actually. And there'll be different things. It just will depend on the teams that we'll be playing. But you're right. I think the biggest thing is holding people to a certain amount of points, or we keep a deflection chart every day. It's really big for us because I feel like that if we're able to get our hands on loose balls or deflect them, then that's going to help us be able to create offensively. And I think one of the other big things is we got to really focus on is the rebounding thing. We cannot, I talk to our kids about us not being able to get out-rebounded. And I know we're smaller, so we're going to have to block out, and we're going to have to be tough. And so that's one of the things that, just a couple of the things that we'll emphasize this year.
What kind of specific challenges is Harding present on Friday?
I saw, of course, it's always hard when you play an exhibition game because we have no film or anything on them. But from looking at the box scores and stuff, I see they shoot the three pretty well. And we're going to have to guard. And I think the biggest things we want to focus on us. We're working on a lot of different things defensively, and we're going to focus on those things so we can get better and get us prepared for us to go down to Murray State, our first game.